Testing. We here. Are we here? Are we getting the audio? Are we getting the audio? We got the audio. We got the audio. We rolling. We rolling. We live. What's up, world? It's your boy Blastoff. We back again, man. We doing it again. The Ryl Texans Talk. Want to welcome y'all to the Ryl Texans Talk, man. It's game day. I was wanting to get this done a little earlier, but since I had a lot going on, it was my birthday yesterday, so I had to turn up. You hear my voice? I'm a little raspy. It's your boy Blastoff, man. Here, Blastoff ENT, Ryl Texans Talk, man, and we here, man. We got a great show. It's gonna be pretty quick because game is about to start here in about hour and 15 minutes, maybe. So I'm gonna keep this one brief. Just gonna give a little rundown of last week. I was at the game, man, and I said that the last episode. It was a beautiful thing, man. What happened with our Houston Texans, and I called it. If you go back and look at some of my last episodes, I called what would happen, and I called a couple of things that would happen. I did say I believed, Kaimi Fairbairn would be player of the game, and AFC Player of the Week. And that came to fruition. I even called in on the radio station with Clint Sterner and Sean Pendergast and brought that up. But man, it happened. And one thing about football, I watch and I just use my common sense, man. And you can see what was going on in that game. You got a tough task today. We all been keeping up. If you've been keeping up with the Minnesota Vikings, you can understand that we have a tough task ahead of us today. Today ain't gonna be another easy one. It may be even harder. We got some unfortunate news with Brevin Jordan getting injured, and he's out for the season. And he was a spirit, one of the leaders of the team. He was a spirited guy. He loved being here. He was chose over Quentin Quintoriano. I know that meant a lot to him. Tegan Quintoriano, I'm sorry, I said his name wrong. He played last week on a torn ACL, man. The guy played on a torn ACL, and that shows the grit and the toughness of, what he brought to this team. Because to play a game, and supposedly he didn't even recognize that he had torn his ACL. That's great, and blessings to that brother. Prayers up for that brother that he can make a strong recovery and return to the team in the form that he was currently in and better. We got some outs today. We're gonna need all hands on deck today. Joe Mixon is gonna be out. He didn't practice last week. Damian Pierce still is sidelined with a hamstring injury. Looks like Juice Scruggs may be good to go. Looks like he may be good to go now. We're going to need him. It seems like that run game was getting that push when Scruggs was in there. Or it's either that the Bears just countered what we were doing, or that Juice Scruggs made that much of a difference up in the middle. Because Jared Patterson, didn't get that push that Juice brings. Kaimi, that's my boy. I think we're gonna have to rely on him today. I think we're gonna need him again. And I also think that going up against that Brian Flores' scheme, because if you guys have been paying attention, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but Brian Flores has been bringing zero pressure and zero blitz, zero coverage defensive schemes. And you have to figure out if they're dropping or if they're blitzing. And so you're going to have to guess right on these plays because he's not giving you any tails when the before the snap, pre-snap, he's not giving any tails. Now, there's maybe some video. There's something that the Texans offensive coordinators have schemed up, and maybe there are some tails out there, but it's not looking like just at pre-glance without analysis that, you know, you can see and understand what they're doing. They're lining up on that line, and they're not keeping their safeties too. They're not keeping them deep. So you don't know what the pre-snap if they're dropping or if they're rushing towards the line, towards the quarterback, or if they're dropping in coverage. You won't know until after the snap. And that's where they're getting a lot of people. They've gotten the 49ers so far last week, and we run a similar scheme to that. And so if you ask me personally, I think that the game we're going to have to rely on Cam Akers. He may, you know, CJ, of course, and the receivers, Nico and everything. But I think, you know, once you hear the week before how a player is glorified and how he had such a great week, they clamped that guy down. So it's going to be Diggs comeback time. It's going to be Tank Dell revival time. You're going to have Cam run that ball good. No fumbles, Cam. No fumbles. Cam actually did good in the preseason, man. He had 114 yards on 23 carries. He had 61 receiving yards on 8 catches in the preseason. But last week, and he had that touchdown against the Rams. But last week he had 7 carries for 32 yards in that game when he came in for Joe. And he had that fumble on in the red zone. He had that one catch for 3 yards. So we're gonna need more than that this week. And I think that one way you're gonna have to get your blocking schemes right and run that ball. You're just gonna have to be a running the ball scheme, and CJ takes his shots when he can take his shots. You know, that's what it's gonna come down to today. Y'all live tapped into the Ryl Texans Talk, man, and we appreciate y'all, man. Subscribe, follow. We will be doing giveaways. Hey, you can win a game. Just all you got to do is tap in, subscribe. Let me know who you are. You will be chosen. I'm gonna come up with some way to give away something to one of these Texans games. I think it may be the Colts game that's coming up that later on in the season. Be home. We're gonna see. We already took care of business out there. And so we're going to try to do it again here in home. And it's more likely of a chance that we take. It's going to be that much harder because Anthony Richardson, he ain't looking like the guy that they thought he was going to be. But it's only 2 games in. It's still time for growth. And I was one of those that, was expecting there to be some troubles and tough waters for Anthony Richardson based off of the fact that, he didn't play much at all last year. So I was expecting what we got out of Anthony Richardson to start taking shape. We'll see today. But they were probably our biggest threat outside of the Jags. And there's no excuse for Trevor and them to be in the situation that they are in. But again, we taking care of our business down here, and that's all that matters. Damian Pierce, like I say, he's out, so we ain't gonna have him. We ain't gonna have Joe Mixon. Nico doing his thing, man. He's leading the league right now. Let's see how it holds up today. I don't anticipate him being able to dominate today. I think that he won't be able to be the main focal point of today's game because he's the hot name right now. He's leading the league with 252 yards on 14 receptions. Only 14 receptions. He's not even leading in receptions. He's like 5th in if I'm not mistaken, receptions. He's tied for 5th. Justin Jefferson, man, he had a great game last week. He went for 133 yards and a touchdown. He had that 197-yard bomb from Darnold, and it's gonna be up to Stingley, man. I think a lot of us are interested in seeing what Stingley is going to do um, today. You know, we're interested in seeing what Stingley's going to do, what he's going to bring, because this is his former teammate, and they have video of when Stingley was in camps at LSU against Justin Jefferson. He was holding his own. He was shutting him down. Jamar Chase too. He Stingley is a special specimen, man. And the thing was he was so young and doing what he was doing, dominating at that young age. I mean, last week, we was able to etch it out, 16 to 19 to 13. It's gonna take a lot more than that today. It's gonna take a lot more than, because we can't make those mistakes. Sam Darnold is a veteran, and where Caleb Williams fought to, with completing passes, overthrowing guys, that he had a couple of shots that game that could have turned the tide if he could have hit those shots. But it's gonna be interesting to see what chess match takes place here between, D'Amico and Kevin O'Connell, and Slowick and Flores. And then, like I say, if I was Slowick, I would basically, be leaning on the run this game, be run heavy, taking it to the mud, because we are 0-5 in Minnesota. We're 0-5. We haven't never beat, as the Houston Texans organization, ever beat Minnesota Vikings, and we're 0-5. So if I was Bobby Slowick, I'm telling you, what I would personally do is, through practice, hey, it's gonna be the Cam Akers show. We're gonna make them. So we're gonna lean off of that. And our guys, of course, our skilled receivers and whatnot, they're gonna make plays. But I think one of the keys to combating that defensive scheme that Brian Flores is running, it's gonna take some it's gonna take some running. I think you got to run against that. Keep them honest. You got to keep them honest, because all you got to do is keep that defense honest. They want to get up on that line like they're gonna blitz. Okay, if you got your guys back, Juice Scruggs back, Titus Howard gonna have to come on with it. He's going to come on with it. He didn't have his best game, but I'm confident in our receivers. I don't think Jordan Addison is going to be out there. I don't think that he's going to be. I haven't seen the injury report, because I don't think it had came out. Maybe about 30 minutes to an hour before the game, and it may have come out as we on live right now talking about it. But Jordan and Justin Jefferson's kind of hobbled. It was under speculation if he was going to come in. Today, but he made it. He managed to make it. So what we're going to end up doing is taking it to the next level if we can turn this tide and get the win against the Vikings. And there's some people that's still doubting. It's a lot of people that's doubting that we're going to be able to pull it off. I'm being honest. I seen the game day predictions, and I think that I'm gonna pull it up for you guys. Let's see what we can see. What the NFL pundits are saying. Texans versus Vikings game day prediction. We got here. NFL. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see. I want to see who I'm gonna go to. I think I want to go to NFL.com. Let's see if we can get some yeah. Okay, here we go. Texans are favored by 1.5 points. So they're expecting us to win another close game, as I was saying. But you're going to have to play a very clean game. It's going to be very, very clean. It can't be so close where you're dictating the victory on a missed pass by a rookie quarterback. You're going to have to put your best foot forward. And you know what? Kamari Lassiter is leading all defensive backs right now with zero TDs allowed against him. He's the zero passer rating allowed against him. And that I said, Kamari Lassiter is that guy, man. And it's good to see that young rookie coming out, man. And we deadly on the edges with these cornerbacks on the outsides, man. You know, we deadly, man. Stingley on one side, Kamari on the other side. If he can maintain what he does, man, that guy could possibly. There go you another defensive rookie of the year. The D'Amico effect is real. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let me see if I can pick up the game day picks for today. Let me see which source we'll use. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Game day picks. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to guys who the experts are taking. Okay, let's see. So, we're going to use the USA Today for example. We got Jared Bell going with the Vikings, Chris Umbaka going with the Texans, Nate Daven going with the Texans, Tyler Dragon going with the Texans, Michael Middlehurst Schwartz going with the Texans, Lorenzo Reyes going with the Texans. NFL.com, Ali Banpuri going with the Texans, Brooke Simo is going with the Vikings, Dan Parr is Texans, NRO Felice Vikings, and Tom Blair the Texans. ESPN, you got Stephanie Bell going with the Texans, Matt Bowen going with the Texans, Mike Clay going with the Texans, Jeremy Fowler going with the Texans, Dan Graziano Texans, Kalen Collar Vikings. Matter of fact, let me put this graphic up with you. Let me put this graphic up for you guys. Let's see. Not that one. That's not the right screen. Yeah, here we go, guys. And yeah, so here we go, guys. You know, all these guys so far, you know, looks like they rocking with us. So let's hold up to it. You know, let's hold up to it. That's good. We haven't been in this place before. We haven't been in this spot before in a long time. You know, where this nationally, and you got to think about it. For us to have never won a game against the Minnesota Vikings, that's a testament to this new regime of the Houston Texans. It's a testament to the new setup of you know, where we're going and what our pieces are around us and how everything is looking. I strongly strongly expect for us to be, you know, in the playoffs this year, man. Strongly, easily. I mean, the somebody on the other side, the Titans, the Colts, the Jags, somebody gonna have to pull off some victories now, starting to you know, to get caught up in this race, because right now, if they lose today, oh man, and if all of these guys lose today, and whoever loses today in the division, you might want to count them out just completely. You know, so it's going to be a good, interesting race in the AFC South. But right now, we got a 2-game lead. You know, I don't know. The Bills are rolling in against the Jags. That's going to be a tough game for them. The Jags, I strongly suggest, I strongly expect the Bills to win. It's tomorrow night. It's going to be a Monday night game against the Bills, and that's going to be a tough one, man. So the Bills are rolling in, you know, 2-0 Bills are rolling in while the 0-2 Jags are rolling ahead of Monday night matchup. Hey, what y'all think? What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Y'all think that the Jags gonna be able to pull it off? Where are they playing? Let's see. Where are they playing? I don't know. Where would they play? Are they playing in Jacksonville or are they playing in Buffalo? Because if they playing in Buffalo, that's just gonna make it all the more, hard, all the more difficult for the Jags to pull it off. Jags versus Bills. Let's see where they playing at. Between the Buffalo Bills will take place on Monday night at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Of the Monday Night Football. Yeah, the Bills are favored, 67%, according to what I'm reading here. Orchard Park. Yeah, that's in they out of there. They out of there. They out of there, man. They going to Buffalo. Hey, you know what? Only thing is they can beat you is Vegas on this one because everybody gonna put their money on the Bills. Everybody's money is dropping on the Bills. Yeah, that's one that I want to go ahead and chalk up, but let me, NFL is unpredictable. We can't 100% go off of that, but that's gonna be a tough one. Colts are going up against the Chicago Bears today. Oh yeah, and we're gonna see. Maybe I think the Colts got an edge because of the Bears' the rookie experience, and the Colts got a good D. Colts got a good defense. But anything can go. But their Colts are at home, so they are favored. But that could go either way. Just like the Texans game against the Bears wasn't supposed to be close. The Texans against the Bears wasn't supposed to be close. The Titans are going up against Green Bay today. I think they're going to Green Bay. And so I don't know. No, you know what? They're at home. Titans are at home. I'm sorry, guys. Titans are at home. Only thing the Titans got is that experience again. And, Packers with Jordan Love being out counts tremendously towards their probability of winning. Malik Willis did pull off the victory last week. But it's gonna be a tough task going to Nashville, his former team, and pulling off that dub. Mike Vrabel, he knows, Malik Willis's strengths and weaknesses. But we'll have to see what LaFleur has. So Matt LaFleur may have something in store for that guy. But it's gonna be a banger, man. We getting ready for this game. I hope everybody's excited. I know we are excited. Turn your TVs on at 12. It's going down. We in Minnesota. We've never beat Minnesota. I do think the keys to victory are running the ball, keeping those guys honest, and living off of the run, operating everything else off of the run. You know, I know it's just Cam Akers back there. Dare Agumbawale, I think that he'll be a integral piece too today because, it's going to take all hands on deck. But to solve, nobody solved that puzzle so far of the Brian Flores' cover zero defense that he's been laying out there and confusing teams with. And so I'm pretty sure that they've been working on it, and I'm pretty sure that Brian Flores is expecting to give CJ some looks that he's not used to seeing, and it's going to be up to D'Amico and Slowick to come up with an offensive game plan to offset, to counter what Brian Flores is going to throw at us today. And so, again, run that ball, live off the kicks. If we get them, live off the kicks. Because I don't think you want to get into a fourth and 1 or 2 against that defense and not knowing what's going to happen. You're not knowing what's going to happen. Tank Dell's going to have to, secure his catches when his moments comes. I think they're going to have to, they tried to play Tank Dell as a gadget receiver, like a Deebo Samuels type of guy or whatever. But that guy's like a number one. He thrives in number one situations. That's what he's been at U of H. And last year when he came here, he was on his way to shattering the rookie record down here. So let's just tap in with the team today, man. 12, we in Minnesota. Go Texans. It's your boy Blastoff here. You thank you for tapping in with the Ryl Texans Talk. We're gonna give an analysis after the game sometime later today or tomorrow. Maybe today. I'll be watching all these games today, and I'm gonna be grilling, chilling. Like I said, it was my birthday yesterday, so y'all wish your boy a happy birthday, man. I just turned 19. Nah. I look it though, don't. But nah, man. Just everybody just tap in, man, and let's see what happens, man. Go Texans. I do expect if they do those keys that they can pull off the victory. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring 50-point game. I could be wrong. I'm not a psychic. I just watch football and I understand the game. And I've watched my team since 2003. And I probably have only missed, if I've missed, I probably caught 98% of the games. And just me seeing what we got going on now, hey, it's something special. And from where we came, from where we were 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it's a beautiful time. So everybody, let's tap in again. Thank you for checking out. Again, the Ryl Texans Talk. I am your boy, Daryl Blastoff, man, and I'm excited to see what we do today. I'm finna go in there and turn on mine. And y'all turn on yours, and let's cheer our team on and be there to support them, win or lose. But we got a tough task ahead of us. Let's make history today. All right, peace.